you've cleared out your DVR, time for Nerd Radio.
Spoilers.
Make it so.
Welcome back to Nerd Radio. James L. Beck and Chuck Bean talking about everything that's been going on in the last week in the world of
Can
nerds.
I comment about that imaging piece that we just played to rejoin the show?
Yeah,
Why do you have to have your DVR cleared out in order to listen to Nerd Radio?
because we might drop a spoiler.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Continue.
Yeah. You better make sure you're caught up on your shows because you never know when we might accidentally tell you.
I'm like, I just don't understand why I have to make sure all my episodes of NCIS have been watched before I come and listen to this podcast.
Well,
That's all I want to know.
We might go into NCIS talk, and then if you don't know who's not on the show anymore.
I'll tell you right now, Gibbs is coming back, barely, just for a couple episodes to make sure that the rest of the team can get paid.
I do wonder how long that's been sticking in your craw, because that imaging piece is so long it was voiced by Lynn, who hasn't worked here in a number of years.
Right.
It just shows how much I actually pay attention once the imaging fires. But I'm like, I'm like, we hope your DVR is cleared out. It's time for Nerd Radio. I'm like, well, what does
I feel like I'm hearing us someplace.
That's not me. No, it's not my phone. I turned my volume down.
I just heard you say it again.
Yeah. No,
Did you
I hear
hear
it
it?
happening.
Is it my phone?
It's James' phone. It sounds like it's James' phone.
Show is more broken than usual.
What in the world?
It's more broken than usual.
All right, so the second
I think I'm
episode.
still hearing it. It's not me.
The second episode of Loki happened, and I know what it is. I know. It's this.
You got the stream up on
There
the
you
computer,
go. I
don't
got
you?
the stream on my computer.
You thought it was me.
Got it.
You dummies thought it was me.
We should have known better. So the second episode of Loki was last week. Al said he didn't watch it. James, you
I watched it. Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I don't know, man. Now I was not all in. I was very interested after the first episode.
Yeah.
Now the second episode has happened, and the situation that has taken place and what was revealed, I'm like not as into.
No.
Yeah, I would have preferred it. I don't want to give anything away. But
I feel like you knew, or at least I knew in the first episode when they were hunting, when they needed Loki to hunt another variant that's killing people in time. I'm like, well, obviously it's probably just a future version of Loki. Like, why else would you need Loki other than
I didn't even put that
hunt
together.
a version of himself?
I thought it was going to be some other entity or something pretending to be Loki.
Yeah.
And you find out at the end of the second episode kind of more so what it is, and it is Loki, but it's not Loki.
Right.
And I was like, oh, I'm not as hot onto that as much as I was. I liked it. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. I'm still gonna watch.
Yeah.
But I'm not as excited to continue to see what's gonna happen in the series. But I do hope it's gonna explain some of the multiverse stuff.
Yeah, for Doctor Strange.
Yeah, because the way it ended, you're like, whoa, that timeline is really effed.
Yeah, for sure. So, and it's funny that, I mean, it's only supposed to be like, I think 6 or 8 episodes. So they are moving at a somewhat accelerated pace to make sure that they can get all that story in.
And also, what's the name of the time?
The Time Variance
Authority. They think they can handle Loki, and he's already like kicked their ass twice. Like, come on,
right?
Ooh, with your fancy little glow sticks, and you make him reverse with your little clicker,
Oh,
like
right.
Little Tamagotchi that you click, and then all of a sudden he goes back in time. But like he's made you guys look like fools multiple times already.
I did have a good time with the first episode. I just didn't get around to the second yet.
Right.
I had a rather busy weekend cleaning out the garage and
So
stuff like that.
It wasn't a hard out. Dude, I saw your Instagram. Your busy weekend was cat cuddling.
Don't
be all like, I had to clean out the garage and fix a car and do man stuff.
Changing the oil, changing oil and cutting grass.
You were cat cuddling it. It was adorable.
I absolutely was cat cuddling. That was during my morning coffee. But
Alan just loves pussy, Cats, guys.
Cannot deny it.
Right.
He loves it.
He's not Batman. We know that.
He is not Batman. Al would do some things that Batman can't.
That's right.
Another show that I know that all of us in this room are pretty into is The Boys, and the guy that is in charge of The Boys, Eric Kripp, claimed in a tweet that the season 3 premiere will be crazier than anything that they've ever done before.
All right.
He says, without giving away any spoilers, I was just in editing yesterday, and we're doing something here in season 3 premiere that is not only the craziest thing we've ever done, but it's got to be up there with the craziest thing anyone's ever done.
Oh man!
Considering what the show has done so far.
Yeah, you've seen the Homelander. breastfeed or never mind. I don't want to get too far into it, but
they crashed a boat into a whale.
That too,
last season.
I get a little concerned sometimes when I hear stuff like that because I have no problem with the content being kind of crazy like that.
Right.
But when you say stuff like that, to me, it's almost like you're telling us that you're trying to top yourself, and that becomes more of the focus. When the focus should always be the story, and if something crazy happens,
Yeah.
But like it got to, Walking Dead always seemed to be the season opener and finale needed to be the bloodiest thing you've ever seen on TV. Where it's like, well, it's not necessary. Like, it can be there if it's a part of the story, but when it's at the
I clearly remember a season or two of Walking Dead where I only tuned in for the first and last episode because I figured nothing would happen in the middle episodes.
Pretty much. It's pretty much true.
Like, I might be a little lost for the first 20 minutes of the last episode, but nothing important will have happened.
You can pretty much get caught up with this season on The Walking Dead.
Yep.
You're pretty much up to date.
He also joked on Twitter that he wanted to spoil the end of season 3 by saying it ends with Huey waking up in bed with Suzanne Pleshette and telling her about a weird dream he had where a guy with a beard kept swearing at him. I thought you'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
Little nod to the Bob Newhart show.
Yeah.
James, we talk a little bit about Twitch streaming on here. Obviously, we stream on Checkpoint XP's Twitch on Wednesday afternoons at twitch.tv/CheckpointXP. Are you up on the new meta?
I am.
On Twitch?
I've heard all about it. I got my yoga pants on order. I have my fake ear, the attachment for my mic. It's coming. I just ordered it on Amazon.
Yeah, apparently it's no longer the hot tub stream, which wasn't really a hot tub. It was just a kiddie pool filled with water. Now it's the ear lick meta. You've got very, very attractive women getting really, really close to the mic and doing ASMR stuff.
Oh, God.
And making sounds like they're licking your ear. And a couple of streamers already have gotten punished for it.
Now picture me in yoga pants doing that.
I have noise-canceling headphones. I had to take them out.
You couldn't deal with it anymore.
You can hear just the juicy parts, huh?
Right.
Oh, the noise gets canceled. You're hearing just the juice.
Yeah, my ears were full of James juice.
Yeah, there were a couple of different streamers, Amaranth and Indie Fox Live, who have
they just got banned. They got, I think they're back. They've been reinstated, but they got banned to do it. We actually talk a little bit about it on the Checkpoint XP episode that will be coming out this week.
Cool.
Why are they in trouble for doing this?
Because of sexual content.
Yeah, it's overly sexualized.
Yeah. There's a weird line on Twitch that no one actually knows where it is. That you can be sexual, but only up to a point. Once you go past that point,
are they saying sexual things, or are they just doing the ASMR thing right up on the microphone?
Well, when you're bent over doggy style with the tightest pair of yoga pants money can buy you, and then you're like,
yeah.
I think it,
and everyone can see.
But James, those pants used to fit me. I've just put on a little bit of weight.
Well, maybe don't bend over in front of the camera, Al.
No deal.
There you go. Maybe put the camera up on a higher angle. Shoot down. Look up at the camera as you're. That ear mic.
You gotta.
The world has never been so upset that you don't actually have a Twitch stream, Al.
Well, I did. It was banned.
You can't get it anymore.
From a band.
He had one Twitch, one video.
Yeah, he fell on the sword so that Amaranth and Indie Fox could continue on with their streaming adventures.
Yep. While we're talking about Twitch streaming, though, something that I just read about, we talked last week about the Guardians of the Galaxy game.
Yeah.
That's coming out. And
cool.
because it's going to be Guardians of the Galaxy, they're going to get a whole bunch of licensed music, just like they do for the movies to play. Well, one of the things they're doing in the game, which I just realized Control does the same thing because it has a couple of licensed things in there, is there's an option to turn off the licensed music if you want to stream the game.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant on Square Enix's part to do that, because now people might not want to. They would shy away from buying the game to play if they're a content creator or a streamer.
Right.
I can't play that on stream. I'm going to get DMCA'd all the time.
Right.
But by giving them that option to turn that off, that now opens them up to be able to play that game on stream.
Yep.
And still have a similar experience without, violating any of the DMCA stuff. That's brilliant.
It made me realize what an idiot I am that every game I want to stream, the music is such an integral part of the game. Like I play Rock Band on Sundays every Sunday afternoon at 12, and I tell you what, by like 2 o'clock, half my stream is the audio is gone.
Wow.
Because it's
It was
all
like,
music.
I'm checking out this guy on Twitch, twitch.tv/CHZUCK. He's playing Rock Band.
Yep.
But he's
And
always
it's
on
just-
mute.
It's just this.
Yeah. I bet you he drums like a mofo, but I can't hear a single beat. Look at that face.
can't
Look at the
hear-
facial expressions.
Yep. And
Never
it's-
seen somebody so happy to be playing Rock Band.
Probably looks funnier though when you miss your hit. You're like,
Yeah, exactly.
He seems really angry. I don't know what he's angry about.
Right. That happens quite a few times. Another thing I noticed about that Control game while I've got it brought up, I've gotten to about the midway point of that game, and the difficulty ramps up significantly.
The Rock
At that
Band?
No, Control.
Oh, Control. Okay.
That Control
I didn't
game
realize we
does.
switched to a different game. I'm
Sorry. And they've got in the options stuff you can turn on. I can't remember what they call it. It's not assets, but it's like they've got options in the game specifically that you can turn on for when the game gets too hard. You can turn on like an invulnerability option or something that'll make all your energy not go away when
Let's
you're
put
shooting.
that in
your gun
every
and
single
stuff.
game that I play, please.
It's fascinating, but it also feels like an admission of like, yeah, we know the game gets too hard halfway through.
yeah.
Because if that stuff wasn't there, there was a boss fight I had, and after like three attempts, I was like, I'm done for the night. And then I noticed that was there. I was like, all right, I'll give it a try.
That's
I'll
them
come
saying,
back.
we know you're not a very good video gamer, but we appreciate that you either downloaded our game for free or gave us $60.
Yeah.
We wanted to make sure you get your money's worth. So.
And after I turned that on, I have run into more and more things past that boss fight that I'm like, well, that would have killed me, and I'd have been pissed. Turn a quarter into like 7 dudes that just open fire, and I was like, well, I'd have been pissed. And the reason I'd have been pissed is because, did I tell you guys about the load times in this game? It's the one bad thing I can say about Control is that the load screen is very pretty, but the load, every time you die and you have to reload to a checkpoint, it's literally 120 seconds. It's 2 minutes of watching a load screen, which I have not seen a load screen that long in a long ass time. But the fact that like I can fight this thing for less than 2 minutes and get killed again, and then have to sit through a 2-minute load screen just to get back to where I was, has definitely made me more than once be like, well, I'm done for the night.
That's a bummer.
I'm not doing this anymore. Otherwise, though, beautiful game. Beautiful game, very compelling story, very, very fun. I'm definitely going to get through it, but there's been a couple of times where I'm like, I got to be done for the night. This is
You're like, I ain't got 2 more minutes to wait.
This is some BS.
Get
And
embarrassed by this boss again.
I've been playing for an hour and a half, and I don't need to sit through another load screen. This is awful.
But from that hour and a half, how much time was load screen?
Yeah.
You know, you
Yeah.
got 90 minutes, you got
At
2
least
minutes. So
at
you're
least
looking at like
6 to 8 minutes.
Can you imagine that kind of load time with the spike room in God of War?
No.
Oh God.
No, not at all.
God.
Yeah, or
I'd kill somebody.
some game like Super Meat Boys or a roguelike where like you are supposed to die a
hold
billion
on.
times.
Super Meat Boys?
Super Meat Boy. You never played Super Meat Boy?
No, but is this a dude with like a super dong?
It's a little square of like hamburger,
Oh,
and it's these one screen levels that are full of spikes and stuff, and you got to get him through the
gotcha.
level.
I didn't realize when they said meat, they literally meant meat.
Yeah.
I was thinking, wow, they made some game with a guy with a super
Mm.
wang.
No. There was a game, I can't remember what it was called, back on the PlayStation 2 that was like a side-scrolling shooter game, and the instead of playing an airplane or something, you were playing this very muscular anime dude in a thong.
What?
I'll have to figure out what that was.
Yeah,
'cause
we need
that
to figure
game is
that one
right
out.
up your
'Cause that's
alley.
right up my alley. That's
It's like
straight
James
to
the
my-
video game.
It
Yes.
kind of is.
Yeah. Who the F is JC Saves the World?
Yeah.
I'll say I feel like I read this comic book.
All right. Well, I mentioned before the break that Marvel's Avengers has a new update, and the update, while fixing some things, like most of the updates for the Marvel's Avengers game, has broken one significant thing that makes you not want to make sure you're streaming this game. The new update actually puts your IP address up on the
whoa! Hey, Avengers, calm down now.
random intervals.
Good Lord.
There's not a real good reason why it's doing this, but obviously you don't want to be on your Twitch stream.
Yeah, that's
and
like
then
being,
suddenly your IP address, because people can use that to like pinpoint where you live.
It's like being online with your wiener out or something, you know?
It's your online wiener.
It's your online wiener. You
Your
know?
IP address is your online
Show
wiener.
my IP off. Don't show my IP.
internet penis.
Yeah, my internet penis. Oh my God!
I
The
was
Avengers.
wondering what IP stood for. I thought it was Internet Protocol Address.
No,
but I guess I
it's your
was
internet
wrong.
penis. It's exposed. The Avengers are exposing everybody's internet penises.
That's not very Avengers.
No, Captain America. We know you got America's ass, but you don't have to reveal my internet penis to the
That's
entire
right.
galaxy.
It's America's dick now.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Christ.
What a dick move.
Oh,
Dick move, Cap.
I can't believe they're exposing people's IP, man.
Yeah.
My
So
internet penis has been exposed. Thank God I stopped playing that Avengers game. I knew there was something wrong with it.
it's been a couple weeks since I turned it on. I was going to try out the new patch, but now I guess I'll wait a week until they
Yeah.
actually fix that.
You don't want to show off your internet penis to
I
strangers?
certainly don't.
You know, if I'm showing off my internet penis, I want to get paid for it.
Right.
yeah.
I'm proud of it.
It's $5 to see it, if anybody was wondering.
Wow.
On OnlyFans.
Yeah,
But only for a limited time because OnlyFans is getting rid of all the porn too.
20 to wait, what?
You didn't hear about this?
OnlyFans is getting rid of their porn?
OnlyFans has decided to start like
Is this an Onion article you read? Are you sure you
No.
checked your sources?
I can look it up again, but I was just reading it the other day.
That's the
I know
OnlyFans.
it's-
This is
I-
the only draw for OnlyFans.
I know. I was gonna say I know it's not actually 100% of their content, but it's like all of their content.
Yeah.
Right.
You know? I'm not going to my neighbor's OnlyFans page because I want to see her in her bikini. I could do that with my binoculars out my back window.
Yeah, voyeurism skyrockets
Yeah.
because OnlyFans does away with pornography.
Yeah.
Let's see. OnlyFans is trying to switch things up. Right now, the platform is full of reality stars, social media influencers, and former child stars using the site to make sometimes more than they have at any other point in their careers. But of course, most OnlyFans celebrities are making the big bucks by putting out some seriously not safe for work content. Profitable, taking a 20% fee of the over $2 billion its users sold just last year. The site wants to move away from the type of content its users are off producing to make those sales. According to Bloomberg, OnlyFans is in talks to raise new funding with investors that would help the site become more of a mainstream platform. So they're starting to shy away from the porn, which is their bread and butter.
Yeah.
Right. So obviously, because OnlyFans gets a cut, obviously, of
Right.
all the money that's getting thrown James's
They
way.
get $1 from
right.
$5 I bring in to go to my Man Thong Adventures OnlyFans page.
Right.
Right.
So they must see more money in advertising and trying to make it like a new Facebook.
Yes.
Because grandma's not going to sign up for, OnlyFans right now, but they want to try and get that grandma dollar.
Right.
I want all the grandma dollars.
Grandma dollar.
Well, the grandma might sign up for James's butthole page.
My
but-
dick shakes bring all the grandmas to the yard.
This
That's just a
show.
meat shakes, huh? Meat shakes.
Yeah.
My meat shakes bring all the grannies to the
But
yard.
yeah, they must
Damn
they
right.
must see
It's
more
better than
value
yours.
in advertising and by broadening because there's money coming in and they're making money too.
Yeah.
Just by getting a cut by providing.
They've just decided at this point that it's enough money to cut off that avenues that stream of
Yeah.
of money and try and go for more mainstream money.
Yeah,
Stupid.
it's weird. That's
OnlyFans.
really weird. That's
I
really
think,
weird.
I think they're making a bad move.
Speaking of
It's
money,
almost like Pornhub being like, well, cat videos get a lot of views. Why don't we just
Yeah.
take down all the sex?
A different
Right.
kind of pee. They want to drop that word on here too many times today.
Speaking of money, article over on GameStop. I saw the headline for it. GameStop just made $1.1 billion selling off its meme stock.
It's meme stock.
Yeah, like all the stock that used to be worth
Oh, all
nothing.
the
and then
stonks or whatever?
Yeah, and then the meme happened, and everybody bought GameStop stock and raised their stock. Well, now they like sold a whole bunch of it and
So
made
all
a
the
whole bunch
the
of
main
money.
shareholders leaving now, and GameStop's just on its own to survive and flounder around.
I hate that they made so much money. Like GameStop as a business made so much money because it's like before we decided to go in on their stock, we all hated GameStop. We hated that they gave you like 2 cents on the dollar.
Oh,
for
you
any
got the
game
brand
you
new
got.
Final Fantasy game, huh? Here's $1.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sell it for 27.
Got to go somewhere where they pay cash.
I don't have anything else for that. I just thought it was GameStop stuff.
I'm just saying. It
All
was
right.
my recommendation.
Go someplace where they pay cash.
Where they pay cash.
All right, well, let's take a short break while I recollect my thoughts and then get
Tell me
us
my store credit's not good here.
your meat dollars. Your
my meat dollars.
Your grandma dollar. What is it? Grandma money?
My meat shake.
Grandma dollar.
Your meat shake grandma dollar
Wow.
ain't no good. All right, well, we're going to take a short break, and when we get back, I've got a couple more video gaming articles for you and a couple of comic books to talk about that are in the stores. That's next on Nerd Radio.